I've got one staff member. He's a really great martial artist, very well diverse martial artist, but he's never taught.
My experience with John has been great so far. He's a really, really nice guy. He does everything to help you succeed.
Me and John Gayson, we have a plan. We have it written down. But all the parents are sitting in car line waiting to pick up their kids. They're going to see our banner sitting there, okay? So let's do that as well. Most people want the achievement before they decide, commit, or take any action.
Well, they want to decide, then they're thinking the achievement's like right around the corner.
That's right.
Big gap
We'll
in
skip
the
the
middle.
2 middle things. That's right. $30 and $35 students already enrolled in the school. It's a little bit lower than we anticipated. So I always set pretty lofty goals, big goals. And we said that we'd have 100 students 90 days after we officially opened.
Just everything combined, there was little bits and pieces, like here was a speed bump, here was a speed bump. This is a beautiful studio, but if you would have walked in here 4 weeks ago, you might have seen orange walls. You're not looking to enroll your kid in a place that doesn't even look like they're permanently going to be here, right? So I think some of the slowdown was just getting what we needed to get done, have a finished touch.
Anytime that you have a challenge, there's always a solution. There's absolutely always a solution. So we just keep, going to the next, trying the next thing, doing the next thing, trying the next thing, rethinking it, and then all of that sort of snowballs. And so now our results will start, going up and going up. And if they don't, then we just change our approach.
You got Spark Ignite, where, hey, congratulations, you just completed your first 30 days. Congratulations, you just attended 3 classes this week. That's greater than 80% of the other students. Keep up the great work. So that's the automated part, right?
So I really wanted to show you a piece of Spark technology that's really saving schools a lot of time and making enrollments a lot easier, and that's called the enrollment kiosk. And obviously we have our logo of our school here, but you would have your logo here. And basically, when someone walks in for their appointment, you can do a new intake form where they literally can sign their waivers, right? They can sign the waiver, fill out everything they need to do, and now we have that. Yeah, here's where you can sign it, right? So they fill out their intake form, so we know all the benefits that they're looking for, how well they're behaved, how they're doing in school, what the parents are really looking to get out of it. And it's just a really easy and powerful way to hand them this tablet and have them sit down and fill that out. And you can start enrolling people simply as using a tablet. We're looking for places where a lot of people hang out, right? So obviously we've done digital marketing. We know a lot of people hang out on Facebook and on Google, so we put our money there, all right? Now we're gonna go ahead and go to the mall, and we're gonna have a booth, and we're gonna do demos, we're gonna do introductory lessons right there. We're gonna schedule appointments at the mall because, part of our thinking is let's go where there's people.
We've had a great connection with 3 or 4 businesses that I've just went out, and it's shaking hands and letting them know I'm a person that is behind the name of Empowered.
All right, for the next several minutes, I'm going to show you what to do when your ads stop working or don't work at all. Now, this is a very, very simple exercise that you can do and that you should be doing. And what it's going to do is help you identify where your problem actually is. Many times, there's actually a problem somewhere else in the process, but a school owner will say, the first thing they'll say to me is, Logan, my ads aren't working. And then when we plug in the numbers right here, so let's say, this up a little bit. So let's say we spent the $1,000, we got 20 leads. That cost per lead is $50, right? In my world, that's in most marketplaces, that is very expensive, right? But let's do the math here. Let's understand our math and understand, hey, do we actually have a problem here? Right? So 20 leads book, and I just use 71% across the board. 14 of those 20 leads book an appointment. 10 of those 14 show up, and we sign up about 71% of those 10 into new members. So if our tuition rate is $180 times 7, that's $1,260 It's $1,260. Now we spent $1,000 to make $1,260. Who thinks that that's a good deal? You spend $1,000, you get $1,260 back. Now we're not talking about lifetime value or 3 months of memberships. Now we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about upfront. When you signed them, when they actually signed up, $1,260 on the front end, right? That's a good day. Now we spent $50 per lead for that. So is this actually a problem? I would say no, but we need to improve some things. So we have to start at the very beginning. We're running an ad. What's the first thing that can go wrong? Are people clicking my ad? If they are clicking my ad, what happens next? If people are clicking your ad, you need to look at the mechanism that is converting them. I prefer lead form ads currently, right now. If they are not clicking, there's a metric called CTR, click-through rate. My favorite one that I like to look at and measure is link click-through rate, meaning they click a link in the ad copy, or they click the button that you're using, the call to action button that you're using, like learn more. You need to get that number up. So how do we do that? We need to look at our one way is to look at our audience. Who are we targeting? And are the ads specific to the problems or the desires of that audience?
We recently did a study on lead stats. Thank goodness to Logan Snyder of Martial Arts Marketing Agency. We get a ton of leads. One of the areas we really started focusing the conversion, like from web leads to new student. And one of our new schools, Parks Taekwondo Lake Worth, his conversion ratio was really high. And we asked him how. And he basically had a very simple technique. Master Kim, when he gets a lead that comes in through his text, he immediately engages with them. Because in the digital marketing world, they say when you get an inquiry, respond to them within minutes. It's very important when things go well, you don't get confident. You need to study why. And only way to understand why is to reverse engineer the result.